possession rebuild. This is Lachlan the Football Fanatic 2612 here. In this one, it's not an actual rebuild. This is a Crows 4 in a row premiership challenge to see if the Crows can win 4 premierships in a row. They seem to be in prime position to win 4 flags in a row. Got a lot of the contract situation sorted for the players. Matt Crouch has hung up the boats in real life. As we were noting that as also Tex Walker and Brodie Smith, they're also likely to retire at the end of the season. Let's adjust the lineup for the first pre-season game against the Western Bolt against St Kilda. Got to start a few for this one. Got to put Sligo in over Crouch. Got to get Draper in. It's only the first pre-season game against Footscrubb against St Kilda. And bada bing, 53 points the final margin. This is a likely team for round 1. Got to get Malera in for a bit of defensive reinforcement. Got to get some deep, going a bit more defensive for this game against the Saints. Got to get Murray in over Barts. That resulted in a 103-point win. Jordan Dawson, he racked up 203 on fantasy. Matty Greenwood, 167 on fantasy. They'll be up there with amongst the votes. And the bad news is Dan Curtin's out with an injury. Give the Crows some good accommodation and good flights to accommodate our trip to Melbourne for the game against the Bummers. Oh no, now we got O'Brien out as well. We'll probably play Stride in the ruck for this one against the Bummers. Let's get Neil Bullen in. Also, we got the return to Jaden Bevel. And a 157-point demolition win against the Bombers. The Matty Greenwood show is continuing to carry momentum within the week. Good news is we got Dan Curtin back from injury for this one against North Melbourne. You know what? It's time to give Draper a full run, so I'm putting. It's a controversial call, really, making Peatling the substitute. Butts is playing in this SANFL game. We'll play McAndrew in the ruck for this one. Pedler's into the SANFL side. So too is Chase Jones. Got to give a run to as many first teamers out there as possible. Scheinberg. We'll give them a go on the SANFL for this one. We'll give Zach Taylor a run. We'll give them a gig over Shoal. And we get a 113-point win over West Adelaide. And we beat North Melbourne in the AFL. One day later by 11 points. Oh no, Ben Keys is out for 14 to 15 weeks. Heading into the Suns game in Gold Coast. Cummings out as well. We've got a few injury concerns heading into this one. Well, so let's give Oscar Ryan a run, and also let's give Barry a run. This one. We'll make Peatling the substitute. Let's also give Charlie Edwards a run here. And so we get a 62-point win over the Gold Coast Suns. So we get Sid Draper in the SANFL team for the first time. Shoal comes in. Shoal comes into the SANFL side. So I reckon we'll play Toby Murray for this one. Give them a run as a backup ruck. And a 63-point win over North Adelaide. thanks to a very good performance from Chris Burgess. Well, we got a gather round game against the Cats coming up. It's going to be tough to see how we go without Greenwood, without our star man, Matty Greenwood. We've got Isaac coming back in for this one against the Cats. Make Taylor the substitute. 65-point win over the Cats. Another dominant display from Ethan Broadwood. Ansley goes out injured as well. With Saligo out. Let's give Brody Smith a run for this one against the Giants. Add a bit of veteran experience. Draper's the substitute. On his return from injury, Riley O'Brien comes back through the SANFL to a 16-point win over Glenelg. Good. The good news is we got Bond back and we got Greenwood back. And we're on the winners list for the 6th time in a row. We start the year off 6-0 before we go to Perth to verse the Fremantle Dockers. Oh dear, Stephen Tahana has done his injury while playing in an Adelaide Footy League game for Salisbury. Draper out of the side, meaning we got Greenwood back. Let's bring back O'Brien for the game against Fremantle. So that means Strawn will be back for the SANFL. Draper gets a gig in the SANFL this week. Let's give Tex a run and let's give Tex his SANFL game. Braden Cook comes in. This is rare. Tex Walker coming back in through the reserves. Jones comes in for Bart. Coming into the side while Murray comes in for Butts. $47-point win in the AFL against the Dockers. With Murray and Laird out injured. Let's Ligo and Borlace back. And we sustain a 91-point win ourselves against Woodville West Torrens Eagles. Oh no, now we got Rochelle out as well. We just can't seem to catch a break with injuries right now. We'll give Pedler a run. Butsy can come in. So we also get Saligo back. We'll give Smithers a go in the SANFL for this one. So we're playing Cumberland for this one in the SANFL. Then hang on a minute, he's out still. Oh, well, at least we get Jay Boyle into the lineup for this one. Same with Ball Ace. That's where our winning run comes to an end. And we're versing the legs. But oh well, let the SANFL side keep winning. Strawn's out injured in the SANFL as well. At least we get Nick Murray back for the game against the Power. We also get Texan back for this one. Draper gets his first showdown run. Cumming comes in as well. This is a bit of a controversial call, really. We get Murray in, and we also get McAndrew in for this one. Smithers is getting a game in the SANFL. Train keeps rolling for the SANFL, boys. 7 weeks, 7 games, 7 wins. And the AFL boys got it done too. Laird comes back in the side for the AFL. So we're chucking Jaden Bebel back in the midfield for this one. To give us a 74-point win on the Indigenous round against Collingwood. We got no Curtin and no O'Brien. Jeez, we don't have much luck with injuries. See ya. So we get our new SANFL recruit in, Luke English. Neon's re-signed for the Crows reserves. So too is Hazeman. We also bring back Saxon Evans. Now we get Shelley back from injury for this one against the Eagles. Since he was out for a while, can't risk him to get back in the AFL side straight away. Thorthorpe comes in for Curtin. Put myself back up right for this one. Murphy comes in as well for the game against West Coast. We got O'Leary's in. Hang on, we're bringing English into the SANFL team for the first time. To give us a 9-point win over Sturt. And we get a 99-point win ourselves in the main game against West Coast. We decided to put Thorthorpe in the ruck for this game. We're going to be travelling to Sydney for this one against the Swannies. Let's adjust the lineup. Welcome back, Rochelle. Also, welcome back, O'Brien. Barry's in for the game against Sydney. And we got a last gasp win over Sydney. Even though our SANFL team had a bye. Got a break this week. Nan Curvis is the sub. Then hang on a minute. We'll save him to the last round. We're giving Tex a run for this one and making Taylor the substitute. How did this end? How did this game end?
Listen, it's called
Bloody
connecting.
YouTube ad.
It's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore.
Play the clip. Deja vu from last year. That was how we summed up the Crows Brisbane game. Deja vu from last year. When that game was a draw. Cumberland comes in. Lockie Murphy's back in the side for the SANFL. That puts Billy Dowling in the midfield. Got to get Drury back in. More of a viable replacement for Cumberland. And we've given South Adelaide an absolute reality check in Noarlunga. Next up, we get Hawthorn in Tasmania. We got Charlie Edwards back from injury for this game. After a while, we're giving Matt Crouch a run for this game. And it did enough to get us the points. 6 points against Hawthorn. Now we've got no Alex Neil-Bolland for this game. Craig's getting a run against Central District. That did our chances no harm. With a 150-point win. And we get no Burgess for this. We got no Burgess for our SANFL game. We got Fogarty back and we got Strawn back. Walker's back into this game against the Tigers. So too is Fogarty. And so too is Berry. Charlie Edwards is in the side for this one. So is Matty Crouch. That puts Blake Drury at centre-half forward. We'll play Toby Murray up forward for this game against the Roosters. Crows win by over 100 points in the SANFL. Looks like we might win the SANFL premiership. We could win the SANFL this season. Well, we lost by 12 points against my old side, Richmond. And we get no Dawson, which is bad news. We've lost the skipper. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Matty Greenwood is our acting captain for this one against Melbourne. Crouch is the substitute. We get Neil Bolland back through the SANFL this week. They give him a run. Burgess comes in. Edwards is playing. Well, we nearly lost against the Eagles. But luckily, Sydney Stack gave us a fighting chance. Right, he's a great SANFL player for us. He was a good AFL player before all the troubles happened to him. Casey's back. Let's pick the lineup. We just can't seem to catch a break right now with injuries. At least we get some players back. At least we're getting some players back at the right nick of time. We're bringing some pretty good players back into the SANFL side. We've done well enough to beat Glenelg. Chris Burgess nearly got 10. He almost looked like Chris Modra. To top it off, the May side won by 81 against the Dogs. What a good time to be a Crows fan. We got no Peatling. You also got Murphy in that sub role. Crows Reserves won by 74 against the Bloods. Sid Draper continues to dominate. However, our May side continue to dominate as well. How long is Dowling going to be out for? 5 to 6 weeks. Don't have much money left. Oh no, we've got no Broadwood. Meanwhile, our Curvis is in a sub role for the first time is in the side for the first time this year. SANFL win by 99 points. AFL win by 59 points. Oh well, at least we got some players back from injury at the right time once again. Oh man, when are some of the players coming back from injury? Crows got a win over the Redlegs in the SANFL. AFL, we give Hawthorn a 50-point defeat. It came at a price. Good news is we got Fogarty back for this one. We all remember Burgess played in this one. And this is rare. Myself in the SANFL. this one. I came back at the right time for the SNFL game. And we continue where we left off in the AFL. We get some players back at the right time. We got Captain Dawson back. We got the captain back. I'm back too. It's a big ensign for the game against Collingwood. Also on the comeback trial goes Curtin. Murphy's the sub. And we're also selecting our first AFL women's lineup of the season. Add to that, we're also picking the SNFL side as well. Got some big ins for sample. We've got Zach Taylor. Sam Barry comes back for the SNFL. We get a huge win ourselves against Centrals. And we win huge against Collingwood. To top it off, the AFL women's side win. Their first game of the new season against St Kilda. Kieran Stroud's back from injury for this one for the Crows. So is Hugh Bond and Luke English. We've already got the minor premiership wrapped up. You know, let's give the SNFL guys, let's give the main guys a bit of a break. Let's give some of the SNFL players a run for the game against North Melbourne. Wouldn't hurt giving the sample guys a run. Let's Seymour in the lineup this one. We'll play Pedler. Play him in for Rankin. Who else can we play for this one? Burjo. As we'll be giving some of the main guys a bit of a rest heading into the finals. Cook's in, Taylor's in. Murphy's been promoted from his sub role. Carl Gallagher gets his first gig in the AFL. So too does Toby Murray. Let's put Neil Bullen in the midfield. And let's give Welsh a run up for. Let's give Welsh a run to see what he can do. Play another youngster, Draper. We're playing a few youngsters here for this one. Berry. We'll put him in for Broadwood. Put you Bond in for kick out. And Rory Laird. Could this be the strategy? That could still help us beat North. We've got no Hatchard for this one. We'll play Louise in this one. Give Marlon a run in. Let's give Marlon a run in the midfield. Rashid make a debut. And I'll play Friner for this one. Put Tynan in up forward. We lost. We lost our AFL game against North. Well, we needed that. That's what happened when we basically play our second team. Let's see how our second team will fare against Sturt. With most of these players out. They got most of the first team. They got most of that team out. Most of that first team's out. Play Evans. We play Saxon Evans for this one. Williston Donnybrooks legend. Strawn to get a run. O'Leary. Nick Murray to get a run for this one. We play Wimpress. This for this SNFL game. Connor West to have a go up forward. We got the job done against Sturt. We lost our AFL women's game against Geelong by just 5 points. How many players have we played so far in the home and away season? We still need to play Dowling and Schoenberg at times. Seems fair to give most of our guys that opportunity. Unlike real life, in this one we got Jada Bibble back for the finals game. Louise comes in for gold. Our women's side got a win over the Giants. Most of our guys are back from injury. Well, it's time to get the first team back in. It was fun to experiment the second team. In times like these, you got to get the main team back in. See what we can do. See what the main team can do. Michael Annie's back. Let's give Dowling a run in the AFL finals game against Give Dowling a run as a sub. O'Brien back in the ruck. We'll get Shelley back up forward. Also, we got Rankin back in the side for this one. Oh, got Keys back. Broadwood's back. Bebble's back. Rankin's back. Saligo's back too. Get some defensive reinforcement and get Malera back. And who else is back? Matty Greenwood. We get Greenwood back as well. Broadwood's back as well. And guess who else is back? It's Tex. Let's give him a rest so he can come back for the next final. That's what happens when we were too smart. That's what happens when we were too clever. Too clever. That's what happens when we were too clever with our lineup choices. Let's hope the SANFL finals can actually give us a boost. Boyle comes in for Stack. As we've rested so many of our senior players, that's what cost us in the qualifying final. If we didn't rest too many players, we would have won. That's all it boiled down to. Edwards, Taylor. We're bringing back the I think the SANFL's even bringing back their star players for this one. Welsh comes in for Cumberland. He comes in for Evans. Braden Cook comes back in for the Williston Donnybrooks legend. And the Crows reserves got the win in our week off. The winner and the AFLW get the job done against Brisbane. Oh no, now we got our All-Australian defender Worrell out as well. So we're playing Seymour down back for this one. Just standard recovery period for this one for fatigue. We got Hawthorn in the AFLW. we got Abby Ballard out for this one. Bringing in Tynan. The AFLW get it done again. We are in the SANFL Grand Final for the first ever time. How good does it feel? So we get Sydney Stack back for this game. Can the SANFL team win their first ever premiership? And we'll see you soon in part 2 for this Dynasty video. Guys, let's simulate the SANFL Grand Final. We lost. We lost the SANFL Grand Final to Port Magpies. How did Port stack their lineup up in the SANFL? Just how? Slee goes in. So too is Isaac Rankin. Do we have anyone playing the ruck for the Crows girls? We're gonna have to play Randall in the ruck. That's the position we need to improve heading into to the next AFL women's season. We need to win this prelim. Yes! Crows are into the grand final. And an 89-point win in the AFL women's. Peatling's recovered. We're going to have to do 5-star flights if it's travelling here. Ballard comes in for Tynan. Benhal comes in for Louise. Oh no, we got no Kane for this one. How are we going to go in the grand final without our best backman? Let's play Sam Berry for this grand final. Have we got the team to beat Collingwood in the AFL Grand Final? Oh man, Collingwood had a few injuries in this already. Can we win the 2025? Let's sort the tactics out. Let's make Matty Greenwood. Let's make Matty Greenwood the spare man. He's very good at that role. Now let's spectate the AFL Grand. Oh, hang on a minute. I had one accidentally set at 10 minutes for this grand final. Let's change the quarter length to probably 5 minutes. Because in gameplay, can just simulate the... Because gameplay can do 5-minute quarters. Select the uniforms. This is what Collingwood will be rocking in the GF. This is what Adelaide will wear. Jesus Christ, how did Collingwood manage to put Leroy Smith in the ruck? Putting him on Riley O'Brien. Could Matty Greenwood, being the spare man, work well for the Crows this season?
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're coming to you from the MCG. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Collingwood and Adelaide. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns.
Can we win this 2025 AFL Grand Final for the first of 4 in a row? Players get in the photo. Ready for the big dance. Look at the fans cheering. There goes the Collingwood players. They've been here before.
Joined by Daniel Harper. Great to have you along, Half. How do you see this one unfold?
Good to be here, Hutto. I'm going with the Pies. They've been the best side all year, and I think they'll have enough in reserve. That said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one in the balance late.
Thanks for those insights, Half.
How did Darcy Cameron get smaller here? Anyways, we'll hand you over to Hutto and the company.
Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. Smith wins the first hit out. Mitchell. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Smith with the tap. Cameron. That's a give up. Blasts away. Moore ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. Good looking kick. Quality delivery by foot. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
His annoyance can only be with himself for lack of awareness.
The runner will be out in a minute. Side bottom. Dangerous to leave on his own. Maynard. It's no place for the faint-hearted. A bit of a panicked handball. Moore leading from the front. Couldn't find a way through. Who's got the wheels? That's a poor place to give the ball back. Towards the boundary line. Greenwood has a way of drawing the footy.
For the perfect start.
He should kick it. He does. He's got the first of the grand final.
That will do his conference the world of good to start like that.
The Crows on the board early. O'Brien showing his skills. Greenwood, Dawson, some indirect ball movement here. Crunching tackle. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Rucks go at it, like Batman and Robin. The forwards have been starved lately. Can they make the most of this? Myercheck, quick snap, and that's a goal!
You might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
Good match so far. Smith showing his skills. Dawson, Greenwood, too slow. Thought his way through it. Murray, that's sloppy play. Hoskin Elliott, desperate to win it back. Schultz, working hard and presenting well. Looking to get it down there quickly. McStay, boot, ball, goal!
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
So they've got a couple now, and they're looking dangerous. The big men fly. Terrific tackle. Can he find a teammate? You asked for it, you got it. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Cumming, showing why he's such a good defender. Cops some unwanted attention. He's been dispossessed. Perryman runs onto it. Kicks inside the forward 50. Cumming continues to be a thorn in their side. The Crows might be about to start something. Curtin can just about have a shot here. That's an impressive mark. What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Looking for some quick ball movement. Fogarty getting involved. Walker looms large as usual.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
This deserves a goal, but he's put it the wrong side of the stick.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Looking for a quick transition. Dacos. That's good work rate. Membry takes the logical option. Useful hand pass. Well played. Delightfully done. Dacos. Smith couldn't burst through. Delivers a long ball. Myercheck couldn't hold it under pressure. Throws it on the boot. The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. Myercheck. This is a big opportunity.
Already got one today.
Critical contest coming up. That hasn't made the distance. It's a poor result. Millerer has charged into space. Normally delivers. That's a bit of a gift. The Pies look sharp early, but making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. McStay. Hill is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
He's got it done.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
They've got their tails up now. Thilthorpe wins it out of the centre. Greenwood, Saligo, bangs it long. Good disciplined defence. Membry swoops. Maynard, he's been busy so far. Dacos got to the right position and hung on. Moore, this is promising. Kicks to space. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. He's hit up the lead. Searching kick. That's a strong mark. Can he finish it off?
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
Rankin has his first.
So important to get the reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
The Crows snare a badly needed goal. The big men fly. Greenwood, Keys, sloppy disposal and a turnover. Smith, that's a dreadful hand pass. Membry wins it back. Great mark. They'll bide their time. Good thinking and good execution too. Dacos has found some space. The Pies looking ominous. Punched away. Bouncing ball. They've put themselves under pressure. Fogarty running in support. Rochelle squeezes the kick. Saligo. One quarter down. It's been entertaining so far, and there's little in it on the scoreboard. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
Only a few points in it. Both sides are giving it everything. If they can both maintain the great pressure they're applying, it will inevitably become a matter of who will crack first. It might be that a 10-minute period of dominance decides the match.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Pilthorpe wins it out of the centre. Greenwood. What's he got on offer? Keen to get the ball moving. They could be in front in a minute. Moore doing what he does best. Clever kick. Hill in some space on the wing. That'll work. Dacos all alone in the centre square. He's kicked it high. Oh, there's something to liven up a dull match. That's skillful. The Crows are out of trouble. Ignoring the corridor for now. They're moving the footy well here. He doesn't waste many. This is good ball movement. Saligo. He's plucked it and should have a shot.
Neither side's been able to establish any dominance so far. This is a good game of footy.
For a flying start to the term, it's online. He's drilled it.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
One point the difference. Smith wins the tap. Perryman hacking it forward. They've given it back. Murray. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
Did he actually make slight contact with the ball?
It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Well-weighted kick. But all on his own. His field kicking is normally first rate. Rankin has got loose. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. Curtin works hard to present. Neil Bullen thumped away, and out it goes.
What these sides lack in polish, they're certainly making up for in endeavour. It's been brilliant.
Smith showing his skills. They've got good chemistry, those two. He's everywhere at the moment. Cumming thwarts them again. He might have thought about the corridor. Murray gets to the front spot. Frampton went bang. Rochelle, they cannot keep him quiet. The Crows looking dangerous.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
Three in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Crows have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Pilthorpe wins it down. Mitchell, Perryman, Crisp. He's got support. Side bottom in the right spot. In the back is the call. They've worked it well. How's the entry? McStay. Snap at goal. Good-looking kick. It's home.
They've kicked well at goal. It certainly helped to keep them in the game.
It's an understatement to say they needed that one. Smith has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Mitchell. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Smith showing his skills. This is great pressure footy. There was no way past that tackle, and we'll have another stoppage. The two big men do battle. Mitchell goes long, but couldn't complete the mark. He's drawn a crowd. We will do it all again.
I'd love to see these sides throw the game open and create some goals.
Rucks go at it. Dacos. He's stopped in his tracks. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it.
If one side can get on top in the clearances here, it'll go a long way towards deciding this match.
Saligo read it well. Fogarty on a lead. Doesn't often waste it. Quality delivery by foot. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Moore makes good contact. Bends it around the body. That's on target. Through it goes.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Crows are really taking it to them today. Smith wins the hit out. Dacos. Michelani gets there first. He's been accosted. Keeps it low. In no man's land. Murray. Millerer. Can he find a teammate? Michelani uses the body well. Lowers the eyes. Fogarty in the clear on centre wing. Keys working hard and being rewarded. Walker, great body work. Michelani. I think that was just a poor kick, but he's been penalised for insufficient intent.
Harsh in the eyes of some, but I think it's a fair call.
Good work rate. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Cameron working hard and presenting well. They need a mark. Saligo tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Schiltz, DiMattia tries to bulldoze his way through. He's off target.
He's normally deadly with those snaps, so it's a surprise to see him miss that one.
Looking for a quick transition. Millerer can keep it moving. A chance to clear now. Kicking for his first. He's missed. The tackle affected the kick.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
He's off. Millerer. That's good work rate. What a game he's having. Not on my watch, he says. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Who can get the clearance? Saligo. He's been busy so far. Honours the lead. Neat little stab kick. Rankin. Dangerous to leave on his own. That's good vision. Neil Bullen pushes into space and receives the footy. Myercheck hasn't seen a lot of it. Hinge takes an excellent grab. Probing ball. Maynard. Schiltz kicks inside the forward 50. Neil Bullen with the big fist. Little one to halfback. Berry with a chance to run. And they're away. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Searching kick. DiMattia read it well. Great play. O'Brien is there in defence. He's had little impact so far. Murray has charged into space. What can they muster from the back half? Half-time, and it's been a dour struggle so far. Not a lot of highlights, but at least we have a close one. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
The Crows aren't all that keen on handballing, and why would they be when you're winning so many contested marks? It's a bit of a rinse and repeat scenario at the moment. Win ball, kick ball, mark ball. It's monotonous but mightily effective, and I think we have to expect it to continue because the opposition just don't seem to have any way of counteracting it. If what you're doing is working, you'd be silly to change it, no matter how bored the rest of us might get.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. The big men fly. Saligo leading from the front. Moore is racking up spoils. Curtin, it's there!
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Crows by 11. Big clearance to win here. Good ruck work and good roving too. Side bottom. Into the action again already. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. He converts and narrows the margin.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today. But he made that one count.
One kick game again. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Saligo, Greenwood, Berry. No one can mark. Frampton, clever kick. Good thinking and good execution too. He's leading all comers for disposals. Dacos in the clear. Can he hit a target? Well played. That might have been dropping the ball. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Walker, Murray. Rochelle has a vice-like grip.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
The mark deserved a goal, but it wasn't to be.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Frampton has found some space. McStay makes position. That's skillful. Mitchell all alone in the centre square. Cameron. Rankin clears the area. DiMattia called for a push. What's he got on offer? Delivers to centre half forward. Myercheck finds himself unattended.
You'll have to give it a ride to get it home from there.
Two in a row if he gets it, and he does.
He's a class act in that forward 50. That was a difficult kick, but he made it look simple.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Smith punches it out of the ruck. Mitchell, Perryman, keen to get the ball moving. That one was not open to interpretation.
It's a hot footy today.
Inside 50 with the kick. Curtin, panicked under pressure. Berry, good tackle. They've got them on the overlap. Fogarty drops into the hole and marks.
I'll back him to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
Touch and go. Misses.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
No time like the present. Frampton with a chance to relieve the pressure. They're moving the footy well here. Can he impose himself on the match? The kick is precise. They could almost have raffled it. The Pies might be about to start something. The Crows on the ball now. Walker had his name written all over it.
We kick this more often than not.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
That's just what you want from your key forward. A big marking goal with the game in the balance.
The Crows are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. O'Brien gets his hand to it. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Important clearance here. They're playing for keeps. He's kicked it the wrong way. Which way will it bounce? Fogarty, all on his own. The aerialist will battle for this ball. Moore wins it back. Great mark. Membry. Perryman takes a beauty. Hoskin Elliott can run and gun. Time to turn on the Jets. Berry, he's generally a good kick. Rankin got to the right position and hung on. He's got under that one. Ryan doesn't want to turn it over there. He's hit up the lead. Doesn't often waste it. Cameron works hard to present. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Rankin making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. The umpire will have it. The two big men do battle. Mitchell. Murray gets back and should repel. Cumming. Dacos got a fist in. Saligo. Is that holding the ball? Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. He's being quiet. Walker. This is good footy. Goes long. Greenwood gets to the front spot and can line them up.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
He might ask for more time forward after that.
They're 3 kicks in front now, but a long way from safety. O'Brien wins it out of the centre. Dawson dishes it off. It's a hot footy. Gets his kick despite the heat. He's got the skill. He's got the composure. He's got the result.
It wasn't long ago this match was right in the balance. The change that's come over it has been stark.
The Crows have one hand on the cup. The big men fly. Had some assistance. Almost threw it out. Under pressure. Saligo, desperate to win it back. Sets it up to a dangerous spot. Brown outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Brown, when no one's coming, he punches it through and they are flying.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
The Crows by 25. The big men fly. Mitchell, Cameron. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Hinge went bang. But Berry runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. That's a strong mark. This game was in the balance at half-time. It looks all but over as we hit three-quarter time. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Pies are flat-footed and lacking energy so far. That needs to change very quickly, or this will not only get out of control, it'll become embarrassing. They're just not getting their hands on the footy nearly enough, and consequently they're asking a lot of their defenders. Too much, in fact. If they can at least stabilise in the middle, then they'll get opportunities to exert pressure. But you feel they're going to have to be pretty efficient to truly threaten today.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Fogarty, will he look for a target or go himself?
This would make it very difficult indeed.
That's not going to be a goal. The Pies wriggle off the hook. They need a spark. It's a dreadful mistake. Golden opportunity here.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
That's a bit of a freebie. You can't afford to turn the ball over like that.
The Pies are in danger of being run over. The big men fly. They have a good understanding, those two. Greenwood. What's he got on offer? The Crows have winners everywhere.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Fogarty, what a game he's having. He can make it even better, and he does.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
The Crows have winners everywhere and are basically doing as they please. O'Brien has probably got the points at this stage. Greenwood, Saligo, good build-up. He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Frampton pushes into space and receives the footy. What can they build here? Side bottom can keep it moving, and they're away. That's a good option, and this looks promising. The ump calls play on. Side bottom, Maynard in the clear on centre wing. Mitchell, strong grab. When one tackle just won't do. He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Quality delivery by foot. The Pies forcing them out wide. Neil Bullen, dangerous to leave on his own. Wanting to get on with the job. They're cutting them to ribbons. They're keeping the ball well. His field kicking is normally first rate. Dacos mops that one up. Ineffective disposal. Side bottom. That's good work rate. Can he be the fire starter? Honours the lead. The Pies can build something here. Saligo took him high. Mitchell with a chance to run. Not a lot of positives today. Looking to peg one back. Cumming is there to thwart that play. Searching kick. Curtin has got loose. Normally delivers. Keys read it well and claims the mark. That's good vision. Decides to go. They're running rings around them. DeMartia with a big fist. Mitchell should be in the votes today. They've got the game won, but they're refusing to let up. O'Brien with the tap. Dawson hunting the footy. Saligo. No two ways about that one. Ignoring the corridor for now. Good work rate. The Crows look well drilled. That's careless kicking. Side bottom. Hill has found some space. What's he got on offer? The Pies have been out of sorts. Schiltz on a lead. This is more positive. But wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. They're a pleasure to watch. Clever kick. Good thinking and good execution too. The Crows continue to do as they wish. Well played. Can he hit a target? Rochelle has got off the chain. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. They've got time to put the kettle on. Miller takes an excellent grab. They've opened them up here. Curtin presents in space. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. Crisp in the clear. Tries a safe ball. The Pies are out of trouble. He might have thought about the corridor. That's a bit of a gift. I've liked his game today. Frampton, we've seen that before. Keys, he's put it through.
He doesn't normally have to wait this long to get on the score sheet. They've done a great job of limiting his influence.
It's just about time for them to celebrate. What a performance this has been. Smith wins it. Mitchell, Cameron, kicks inside the forward 50. Oh, there's something to liven up a dull match. They're leading them a merry dance. Gee, they're playing well. It's a dominant display. Cameron intercepts. Can they find a late goal? The kick was centimetre perfect. Maynard, side bottom, can run with the footy. Cumming continues to be a thorn in their side. They've found the magic formula. O'Brien doesn't often waste it. Berry has charged into space. Kicks to centre wing. Rochelle makes position. The Pies are chasing tail. Rankin working hard and being rewarded. No one's home and this will come back. He's been quiet. Hill thought his way through it. Frampton squeezes the kick. Murray spoils. Curtin, it's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. The Crows are ready to pop the corks as they set up for what might be the last stoppage of the season. It's over! They've done it! Look at the ecstasy on
Well,
their
that's the
faces.
first of four in a
They
row.
are the premiers, and they will celebrate long and hard.
With
Lars
amends
here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, huh?
after 27
The
long
Crows were
years.
challenged
The
early,
Adelaide
but never really
Crows
felt like they were going to lose
are
today.
premiers.
The Stars stood up and led the way, and every player played their role. It's a true team performance that's given their season the reward it deserved.
Thanks for your contributions throughout the day, Harv.
while we wait for this whole Kalamanchi thing to go through. Let's do a deal with the Saint of another club. Thinking Melbourne. We all know Matt Crouch retired in real life. So we're trying to get into Melbourne just for a late pick. And next deal. Can we get Sam Draper? Can we get him out of Essendon? Maybe for a slot of future thirds. He only just came back from injury this year. And the Bombers are happy to accept. Where's Archie out of all this? There he is. And there we go. We've accepted the deal to bring Callum Archie to the Adelaide Crows for next year. And we're also bringing Sam Draper to the Adelaide Crows. Next team we're dealing with is the Saints. We're giving the Saints Lockie Scholl, Chase Jones, Lockie Scholl, Chase Jones, Carl Gallagher, the Big 27 trade accepted with the Saints. Next trade, we're doing a deal with the Tigers. We're sending a homesick Luke Curtis off the punt road in return for pick 41. Oh no, Underwood's retired. This one. Could be like that bizarre deal that brought Dan Curvis to punt road. He's on the watch list, Underwood. Bring him out of retirement. Well, Ben Miller got dealt to the Gold Coast just to reunite with Hardwick. Next trade, we're doing a deal with the West Coast Eagles. I'm going to give West Coast Braden Cook, James Borlace. I think we're kind of clearing up the joint a little bit. Pick 42. Even though we have just won the premiership, still trying to save some room for some draft picks. And we get a deal accepted, a new contract accepted. Next trade we're doing a deal with Port Adelaide. Sending Harry Schellenberg. And I think pick 29 and a future first to Port Adelaide for a future second. And one of their best players, Miles Bergman. Meaning, well, we got our reverse Rory Atkins sorted for season 2. Boarding. Free agency period's about to come to a close. And the free agency period has been slammed shut. Do we have any more under contract? A new dilemma coming up in the trade period. I think we're trying to get the Underwood deal through. Not even in there. I think he might have retired or something. Aaron Austin, so is Ewings. For our women's game against West Coast. We lost. We lost our pride round game. Where are we on the APLW ladder? We're third. Now with the trade period about to close. We'll probably need to go to the draft to get some defensive cover. Unless we trust the youngsters. Well, in this one, the Wiz and Jenny combo broken up as Wiz has been traded to the Bulldogs. We just got Bergman in the trade period. And we've just stopped North Melbourne's undefeated run. Next up, we got Port. In the AFL Women's Showdown. Yep, it's their year to win it. Next up, we got the Dockers at Nord. Next up, it's Freo at Nord Oval. And we win well, a big margin. Qualifying final against Carlton. We get the job, we get the dub. How on earth? Sign Wanganeen Malera, he re-signed in real life. How on earth did Saints get rid of him? Well, Texan Burjo hangs up the boots. We've only got 38 on the list right now. We've got 2 picks in the draft. For a bit of defensive cover, we're going with Old Stark. Columbus up stronger than the 18s team. Selection 40. Going with Chris Taylor. We get 2 picks in the rookie draft. So we're going to relist Kieran Strawn. Probably for 1 more year. And we're also going with Ryder Boyle. Bergman gets 18. I'm moving Edwards from 36 to 11. 11. Isaac Cumming moves from 44 to 13. Cable now at 34. We'll get Draper 52. Ryan went out at 26. Murray moves to 27. Meanwhile, we've got a preliminary final for AFLW to look forward to. Versing North, versing the Redlet, versing Melbourne. We'll get it done in the prelim. Now, Well, we got the AFLW Grand Final to look forward to. And Crows Women's Premiers. Free agency period is open for AFL Women's. Same day trade period's open. Let's negotiate a deal with Collingwood. Send Abby Ballard to the Pies. The 89K range. We'll say let's try Cronin. GWS. Sacrifices that need to be made. Good. Now for a deal with the Bombers, LOH Jones. LOH Jones and Brooks Smith to Essendon for pick 49. Deal accepted. Abby Ballard goes to Collingwood to pick 9. Saying goodbye to Jess Allen, picks 19, even 20. And women's trades are so complicated. So complicated. Wow, they're so complicated. So Let's deal an unhappy Lily Tarrant into the blows. Straight swap. We're happy to get that one done. One Shoal sister going on Adelaide on the way. We only got one on that side. Yeah, we're still trying to get this deal report done. No, we're dealing Jess Allen to the power here. Pick 17. Can we get this done? And we take a gap. We've lost 4 top 20 picks. Just to reunite the Shoal sisters. That's another deal accepted. Good. We deal away what a 3rd round pick just to get Michaela Hyde. So our club. And we lost Abby Ballard to Collingwood. Louise, he's off the Gold Coast to pick 19. Trade period is closed. We get 2 picks in the AFL Women's Draft. Pick 9, we get the 19th pick. Going with Carol Greggs. Now in this century, there's still people named Carol. That name's long gone. That name is long gone. Long gone these days. We also got we drafted 2 Carols. There's a new rule with the tries. Give your new ruckman number 52. And that's the end of season 1 of the Dynasty Challenge.